here. What do you give on it? 25, 50, 75, $100,000. You are listening to the Auction is Action with You in It podcast presented by Call to Auction, where our favorite four-letter word is S-O-L-D. Sold. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to the Auction is Action with You in It podcast. This is the podcast that's going to put you in the center of powerful, profiting fundraising events and experiences. And friends, I am your host named Bobby D, and I am the founder and CEO and lead auctioneer of Call to Auction. Now, we're getting started with this episode 1 of our brand new podcast, talking about how we can put action in your auction, because auction is action with you in it. Yes, that is the best dad joke in the world. But I wanted to tease a little bit about today's content. We're going to talk about what Call to Auction is and give you a little bit of background and give you a little bit of why we do what we do. And this is a big idea that I came up with, 10, 15, 20, 25, a bit 30. Sorry, I'm an auctioneer. I've got to do that. And started about 15 years ago, and it came to my brain. I was helping with fundraising events. I was their fundraising auctioneer. I had no idea that this was a profession, that there are individuals that are out there in the world that are professional fundraising auctioneers. So I had been volunteering my time. I'd been working with different Boy Scout troops and different churches and private schools and different things and donating my time. But I didn't know what I didn't know. And then I had attended a very specialized course put on by the National Auction Association called the Benefit Auctioneers Summit, as well as a class called the Benefit Auctioneer Boot Camp that was presented by my mentor, one of my many mentors, Janelle Taylor. And after attending these two events, these two educational events, I had a light bulb that went off. And it's like, you know what? All of these events that I have been doing could be better. All of the events that I saw that were out there that could do better. And I'm like, okay, how can I be a catalyst for change within this? So what I did is I dove in deep and I found some wonderful mentors. I went out, I educated myself about nonprofit fundraising, about development strategies and techniques, and how nonprofits can make their events better. And this is what I dedicated my life to do. In 2017, I made the jump from a professional commercial auctioneer. I was an auto auctioneer, and I was working 3, 4, 5 days a week at different auto auctions and selling used cars to used car dealers. And it was a great profession. It was a great chance for me to get the reps in to be a world champion auctioneer. That's right. In 2015, I won the World Automobile Auctioneer Championships, and a couple years later, I wasn't selling automobiles anymore because I saw that there was a bigger purpose in life for me. This was my call to action, or call to auction, and is where I decided to be the one in the industry to really stand out and to be the thought leader and to be the one that is guiding nonprofits on how to have better events. And with that, it wasn't just me anymore. It was a idea. It was a team. And I was able to team up with a friend of mine, really good friend of mine. I consider him a brother of mine, Darren Shumway, who was in the automobile with me on our drive back from Las Vegas from this Benefit Auction Summit. And he's like, Bobby, you can do this. He's like, you got this. You can make this happen. You can create a beautiful corporation and company that is out there to be able to help nonprofits as much as we can. He's like, I'm with you for the ride. He's like, I want to help you build this. I want to help you to be who you really were meant to be. And with his help and with his support and his ideas, we came up with Call to Auction. At the time, I didn't know it was Call to Auction. I didn't even know what it was. I just knew it was an idea. So then working with my friend and mentor, Janelle Taylor, through her Benefit Auction Boot Camp, the idea then came to light. And I saw that there was a bigger opportunity that was out there to be able to serve nonprofits and be able to help them with their fundraising events to be as best as possible and to help to train and find amazing auctioneer talent, fundraising talent, MC talent to be able to be out there to serve as many nonprofits as possible. So in 2014, founded Call to Auction, and then from there have grown and has conducted thousands of events and raised almost $1 billion by now. And I now have a team of 4 different auctioneers that are out there to be able to serve nonprofits nationwide. And we fly coast to coast to coast to coast to coast to coast, helping nonprofits with their fundraising galas, their events, events, their golf tournaments, their lunches, their brunches, their breakfasts, all of that, any event that does raise money, and how we can help them to optimize this and to create a more efficient and a more effective and lucrative event. And this is our mission on how to help nonprofits be able to make this happen. We're helping you fundraise for your mission, and we're helping you to fundraise and create that fundraising fuel to make your mission happen, to help fund your programs, to help ultimately fund the impact that you are having in the world. Now, I've got this philosophy that you drop that pebble in the pond and you see the ripples go out, right? I mean, everybody's seen that image, but I want to ask you and help you to not just throw the pebble in there. I want you to throw a giant boulder, boom, right in the middle, and make big waves that are going to make big impact across the shores that you serve, and to help the people and the places that you really, really want to apply your mission to and make an impact on. So that's what we came up with. This is our mission. Our mission is your mission. We are dedicated to your fundraising event success. Now, the way that we do that is many different ways. We work with you in the planning process on how to look at your event as a whole. We look at your program within the event. We look at the timing of all of those elements, the timeline. We look at your different fundraising revenue opportunities. You've got your different auctions, silent live auctions. We have the paddle raise, which is our absolute favorite. We call this the call to action paddle raise because it is truly the call to action and getting everyone in that room to be able to be a part of the fundraising, as well as creating some very unique and interesting additional revenue generators. Now, this might be like a raffle. This might be like a game. This might be other ways that you can fundraise at your event, as well as helping with sponsorships. We also have some great connections with some registration teams and some different technologies that are out there. Ultimately, we want to provide as many solutions to your problems that you have with your fundraising event. And I know, every event could be better. And even if you're having the multi-million-dollar event, you know that there's more money out there. Friends, in this day and age, funding that is available is limitless. The only thing that's limiting us from getting that fundraising is our own mindset. It's our own ideas, and it's our own wherewithal to be able to make some changes, to be able to help our event be better and better and better. And that's where we come in. We want to help you raise more money at your event. We want to help raise that vibration and create a vibe of irrational generosity and philanthropy that's at your event. And we see it happen all the time. Now, you might be like, Bobby, what is this irrational philanthropy? What does this mean? Well, this is creating a vibe and an energy where people are going to be able to give and buy and be a part of this fundraising event beyond what they had imagined being able to come in. Many times you'll have guests that are going to come in and they're like, okay, well, I'll donate whatever the ticket price was. Maybe I'll give $500, maybe I'll give $1,000. I don't know. But whatever that budget is, budgets are made to be broken, and we want to help your donors and help your guests to be able to give irrationally. Like, why would somebody spend thousands of dollars on a glass of water? Well, because they want to fund your mission. They're connected. They trust you. They love you. They want to help you with the impact. And that is what irrational generosity is. Maybe giving way beyond what the value of the auction item is, or just giving to give. And that happens in our paddle raise all the time. So now, why are we going to have a podcast? Another podcast. I know everybody's thinking, I'm sick of podcasts. There's so many podcasts that are out there. Well, this is an opportunity for me, my team, and fellow colleagues to be able to share information with you. Now, you as a nonprofit professional or an event planner, or even a volunteer that's helping to plan fundraising events, you don't know it all. I mean, I don't know it all, but I know more than you do, and I want to share this with you, and I want to be able to help you have bigger and better and more effective events. So that's why we're creating this podcast, to be able to share ideas, to be able to share thoughts. There's a podcaster / YouTuber that's out there in the world that's really helping entrepreneurs and businesses to be able to grow massively. His name's Alec Hermosi. Link below. And what he does is he works with individuals that have businesses and kind of lays all the cards on the table and then looks at spaces where they can make improvements. So this is going to be one aspect of our podcast, is helping different nonprofits to look at the tea leaves, read the tea leaves, and offer some suggestions in a very short format, fast format, so that they can improve their events. And it's going to be great. So if you're a guest or someone that wants to be a guest and you've got a gala that you want to get fixed, please reach out. Again, link below, or you can send me a message at Call to Auction on Instagram, or Bobby at calltoauction.com. I mean, you can also check us out, calltoauction.com. And yes, podcasts are very, very self-serving, but what this is this is an opportunity for us to put more content out there to be able to attract nonprofit professionals that are like yourselves, that are planning fundraising events, to be better and to raise more money and to create more energy, to create more action. And if this sounds good to you, please reach out. We want to be able to help you raise more money. Now, ways that we're going to be able to help you raise more money is definitely designing the perfect paddle raise. We're going to help you avoid that boring rubber chicken dinner gala trap that we all get stuck in. And how do we break out of that? How do we move beyond? How do we break that ceiling of fundraising? How can we get it to be even bigger and better? We're going to be sharing, real stories of nonprofits that maybe have 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x, 100x what their fundraising was previously by working with us. And we're going to be able to share that. We're going to offer some donor engagement tools. We're going to offer some different event solutions that are out there. We're going to be able to offer some different vendor perspectives on what great events are. There's other podcasters that I do want to interview on this podcast, and we're going to be bringing them in there. We're going to be talking about, behind the scenes with other auctioneers, other fundraisers, other nonprofit leaders, and sharing what was the X factor with their event that really made it bigger and better. We're going to be giving you tools. We're going to be giving you tips. We're going to be giving you strategies right away to be able to raise more money. So please subscribe, like, share, hit the buttons, leave a review, all of that, because we want to help you put some action in your auction. Because remember, auction is action with you and us. So please follow us online at Call to Auction on Instagram, calltoauction.com. Thumbs up on this podcast. I already said that already. But again, if you've got a gala challenge or maybe some gala questions that you want to have answered, please send us our way. Again, the contact link information is below, and we might be able to feature this on an upcoming episode. So friends, I do want to thank you again so much for spending just a little bit of time with me to learn about what the Auction is Action with You in It podcast presented by Call to Auction, and sponsors to be determined coming up. Lots of great stuff coming along. Again, Bobby D with Call to Auction. Thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, auction is action with you in it. All right, we'll see you next time. Next podcast. All right. 25 out of the 35, 35, 55,000, 65,000, 75,000, 85, $100,000. And I'm going to say sold. That's my favorite four-letter word. We'll see you next time.